if you just want to stand in front of the microphone, that would be wonderful.
Like this. Hey, how
First
are you
off,
all?
important question, how does it feel?
No, it feels great. I studied at the National Film and TV School in Beaconsfield, fiction direction, and therefore feeling a little bit local. I always looked at the Bafta nominees and winners as films, you know, you had to see that season. And now, who would have thought? Here I am with the first Norwegian BAFTA win ever. I don't know what's happening outside here, but it sounds rather exciting.
They know you're here. That's what it is. Foreign films are so important. What does it mean to you to have this film celebrated on such a huge global stage?
No, that's the wonderful thing. We made a kind of personal film about family. Eskil Vogt and myself have written 6 features together, and this time we felt we were in a moment in our lives where we both had children, and our parents are still around, and we felt ready to kind of try to talk about family life. Intergenerational trauma, all those things we don't know how to talk about, and try to make a film about that. And so it's turned out to seem quite universal. We thought maybe it was more a local story, but here we are. So I'm very grateful for the attention.
I'd love to open it up to questions from the floor. Yes, Hannah, please.
Hello, thank you so much for this film.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you about Renata, because obviously you've worked together 3 times. I can't really explain how your films make me feel, but I just think there's this magic that you're able to bring on screen with Renata. I was wondering, what do you think about that collaboration that works so well?
I think we trust each other, and we know each other very well. And I think that we have fun when we work together, for real. And there's, at least to speak for myself, I admire her, really. I see how much she brings into a part. And I remember on this one, she was one of the first people, I think, Eskil and I talked. You know, we spoke to the producers about what we're doing, and then immediately Renata, because we wrote it for her again. And when we were done with this complicated, rather at times quite depressed character of Nora, on the last day on shoot, I do a little speech for all the actors when they, you know, at the end of it, and I said to her, "Thank you so much for carrying Nora." And we both wept a bit, and she said, "I'm glad to let her go." So I think she went very deep in portraying this character.
And then gentlemen at the front, please.
Hello, congrats on the award and the beautiful film. Gavin Scores for Film Hounds. I love to talk about the house because I talked with Inga and Renata on the red carpet. We'll talk about the house, and I know it's the heart of the film. But did you expect such a reaction to the house? It's on the Criterion cover and everything.
I know. Aren't we lucky? Chris Ware did the Criterion cover. I feel very lucky, and I'm very inspired by him. Yeah, so, I mean, we wanted to make a film about intimate things in family, but we also felt the need to talk about a bigger perspective of time, and the house is sort of that witness of the 20th century and of how quick a human life is. And we felt that was fitting for a story about reconciliation. We don't have each other forever, and we better talk to each other while we can. That was kind of the context of the start. So I think the house played a role in that. But it's also fun in cinematic terms, because, you know, like to do spatial treatments, to repeat shots and make it's kind of a structure that hopefully the audience experiences more than intellectually think about. They just feel the repetition of these spaces and stuff. So anyway, we had a great time making it.
And then questions. Thank you.
Hi there, Joachim. Ben Dalton from Screen International. Huge congratulations
to
you. Another part of this film is Elle Fanning, one of your cast.
Sure.
So this is an American star coming to make a film in Scandinavia. Later this year, Alexander Payne is going to make a film in Denmark. Are we seeing a move from high-profile American talents to come and work in Scandinavia, and why might that be?
Oh, please, come. Anyone who wants. No, I mean, yeah, what's going on? I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something happening with Scandinavian cinema at the moment where we are allowed to make very free personal films, and that's not always the case everywhere else. When the sort of the financial and commercial pressure of cinema is increasing several places, you know, maybe Norway is if one of those places where we can still kind of, you know, feel that we collaborate with the investors completely. So maybe that's something that has to do with it. But I also think it's singular voices, you know, like there's a lot, like Dag Johan Haugerud won the Golden Bear last year, and, you know, we have a lot of Norwegians that are getting attentions around their films. So we're hoping that we get the political support we need at home in a continuous way. We hope so, fingers crossed.
Huge congratulations.
Thank you.
Please put your hands together for Joachim Trier.